Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here today with a quick recording. I just wanted to do a little recording to briefly talk about intuition and, more importantly, what it means when people tell you, oh, listen to your intuition. I think that, we all hear it everywhere, especially if you watch readers on YouTube, tarot readers, oracle readers, any sort of spiritual videos. Everyone talks about intuition and how we're supposed to trust our intuition, and when we're confused and we need to make a decision, to trust our intuition. So very briefly, what is intuition? You might hear people say, oh, intuition means your gut feeling or your instincts, or the first thing that pops into your head when you ask a question, a certain feeling that you get. Yes, intuition can be all of those things. Basically, intuition is just how we receive information from our higher selves or our angels or our guides, whoever it is that you work with, really. They speak to us through our intuition, and so we do get, sometimes it's just a feeling of something's not quite right, but we don't really know what it is. That's our intuition saying, okay, pay attention to that. That's a red flag. So it's our guide saying that to us. Sometimes it's just, a feeling that we get, oh, I should call that person or whatever, I think, everyone pretty much knows what intuition is, but then no one, or not a lot of people, talk about how to connect to it, how to access it, if you will, how to connect to it, how to really hear it, and use it. All right. So if you are used to meditation, if you're researching various spiritual topics, you do read about the importance of meditation. More importantly, the importance of quieting the mind in order to really hear our intuition. And so sometimes people say, how to hear your intuition? Okay, well, you ask your question, you take a deep breath, you close your eyes, you ask your question, and the first thing that comes into your mind, that's your answer coming through your intuition. That usually works if you are already kind of in that habit of checking in with your intuition like that. But for someone who's just starting off, for someone who's just looking into how to develop their own intuition, that's not going to make a lot of sense, or it's not going to be necessarily 100% correct. And I say that because it does take a little bit of preparation. So a lot of people don't talk about the preparation stage of connecting to your intuition, because sometimes we do close our eyes, we do take a deep breath, we ask our question and we get the answer, but maybe it's not the answer that is coming through our intuition. Maybe it's the first thing that pops into our mind because we're afraid that that's the answer. And so it's already in our heads, and so that's why it's the first thing that comes up. Or because it's our ego, and whatever the answer is, it makes us feel special, or it's like wishful thinking and we were kind of convincing ourselves that that's the answer. So it can be very confusing. And that's how, people can get to the point where they say, well, I have been using my intuition and it just steers me in the wrong direction, so I'm just not going to trust it anymore. Well, that's really not intuition, okay? If it's steering you in the wrong direction, it's probably not your intuition. So the way to prepare, the way to strengthen that connection between you and your intuition is really through quieting the mind, quieting the conscious mind so that you can hear your subconscious, if you will, and there's a number of ways you can do that. One, meditation, absolutely. Any sort of spiritual practice that you want to look into, adopt, develop, you will see that meditation is very, very important. Okay, you can do meditation, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy as you're starting off. I know that a lot of people have this idea that, you have to sit a certain way and you have to have so many candles around you and you have to have crystals and you have to be in a specific place. That's not really true. It's, it makes it more comfortable, more enjoyable, or it gives you a certain feeling. However, it's just, you can come up with your own little ritual, okay? Because that's what it is. It's just a ritual. Again, we're kind of telling the mind, as we're preparing the setting, we're kind of telling our minds, okay, we're about to meditate. So it just eases things. But it doesn't have to be that way. You could just sit in a chair, with your back straight, close your eyes, and there you go, just meditate. And it can be for 2 minutes, it can be for 20 minutes, it can be for 2 hours. It really depends what you want, what you prefer, or what you're feeling as you're getting ready to meditate. The way to meditate, even if, especially if you're just starting off, because a lot of people say, okay, well, just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and then just let your thoughts kind of roam free. Don't focus on anything. Yes, that's true, but it can be confusing because you don't know how to do that sometimes. Again, if you're just starting off. So a good tip, if you're just starting off with meditation, don't put pressure on yourself. Don't make it anything that doesn't feel natural to you in terms of setting or place or timing. Don't force yourself into anything if it doesn't feel natural or comfortable. And so when you find your place that you feel comfortable in, and you find a position that you feel comfortable in, you close your eyes and then you take a few deep breaths to relax. Relax your muscles. You can go in a specific order. You imagine and relax, starting with your feet, and then you kind of work your way up to the head, or whichever way works for you. And then just focus on your breathing. Just breathe in and just focus on the way it sounds as you're breathing in, and just imagine the air going into your body, and just feel, what it does when it enters your body. Don't struggle, and, don't force anything. Just imagine, just observe is the message. And then breathe out, and again, do the same thing. Just notice what happens in the body, notice the way it sounds, and then just deep breaths in and then deep breaths out. And that's what you just focus on for as long as you want to. And again, you're not going to be able to do a half-hour meditation on your second attempt or on your first attempt. So don't rush yourself, pace yourself. Do whatever you can. Do a couple of minutes every day, 5 minutes every day, whatever feels comfortable and natural to you. And just just focus on your breath for a few sessions in the beginning, for a few meditation sessions in the beginning. And then just observe. That's the key. Just observe. If a thought pops into your head, again, don't latch onto it. Don't zoom in on it. Just observe. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Just, how does that make me feel? Just observe what it does in your mind, in your body. And then if it wants to kind of fly away, let it fly away. Just continue to bring it back to your meditation, to your breath, and then see what else pops in, and so on and so forth. And in time, you will be able to focus on your question before you meditate. Then you do your meditation, and during that meditation, you will get answers, feelings, direction, words, whatever works for you in terms of communicating with your guides, with your higher self. So that's meditation. You can also do prayer if that feels more comfortable to you, because it puts you in a similar type of energy as if you were meditating. Because instead of focusing on your breath, you're just focusing on the words of the prayer. But again, you're calm, and you're just focusing on the words and saying them right, and how you feel when you say those things, and just focusing on the prayer, obviously not just sitting there and saying something by heart and then but you're thinking about something else. It's not really meditation or prayer. So it's just when you relax, you let go of anything else, and you just focus on saying the wording in that prayer and breathing, and really kind of meaning what you say when you say that prayer. Okay, so it's a similar thing, and it may ease you into meditation. And then eventually you do get to the point where you have a quick decision to make, you're not sure what to do, but that's fine because you always have your intuition with you, so you can just close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, ask your question, and then the first thing that comes into your mind will be your intuition giving you the answer. Okay. Yeah, so the risks with just saying, yeah, just close your eyes, ask the question, first thing that pops into your head is your answer, and that's your intuition. That's not, it can sometimes not be strictly true because, again, of ego. Ego is not a bad thing. It has its purpose, but we do need to keep it in check. We need to find the balance. Okay. But yeah, if we're afraid of something, definitely don't close your eyes and ask a question, because what you're going to get is what you're afraid of. That's what you're going to get. And then you're going to panic because, oh my God, that's the first thing that comes into my mind. So it must be that that's what's going to happen. And so then we panic because we're afraid of it, because we think about it so much. Of course, it's going to be the first thing that pops into our head. So that's why, again, especially if we're in a heightened state of emotion, any sort of emotion, it's very important that we go through, retracing our steps and going back to the preparation stage of calming down, of breathing, of maybe saying that prayer, whatever helps to quiet the mind, to balance ourselves. And then we ask the question and see what answer we get. Okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today in this particular video, or recording rather, because I realized, because I watch YouTube readers as well, and I am a YouTube reader, and I have myself said, yes, listen to your intuition, trust your intuition, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask your question, you're going to get your answer. And then I thought, well, I've never really clarified that, so I just wanted to make it clear and just explain a little bit better for anyone who might be wondering, yeah, okay, how do I use my intuition? Yeah, okay, how do I know that's my intuition? So again, if the answer you're getting when you're asking your question and trying to connect to your intuition, a quick way to check, if the answer that you're getting makes you feel afraid, or makes you feel like overly eager, okay, or it makes you feel special, that's how you know that that's ego. You're talking to your ego, you're not really talking to your intuition. Imagine that the answers that come to you through your intuition, it's like a very wise, calm, soothing kind of energy is speaking to you. Imagine, the teacher who always stayed calm and taught you, no matter how many times they needed to tell you, they would always stay calm and they would always be kind. That's your intuition. Okay, it makes you feel calm, it makes you feel at peace, it gives you a sense of just peace, just peace and hope. There's hope in there as well. But again, that's very different from wishful thinking. Wishful thinking comes from ego. Hope, faith are rather linked to intuition. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. I hope that this helps clear things up just a little bit in terms of how to actually connect your intuition, or how to know that you're connecting to your intuition. But yeah, let me know. Okay, give me some feedback here. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'm gonna do different videos to answer those questions. Or if you have any questions about this video, comment below, and I'm gonna try to clarify, okay, and answer your questions. But for now, I hope that this helps. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, to your comments. Thank you again for being here, for joining me. Thank you to everyone who is joining me on this new journey when it comes to my channel and my blog and what I do with them. And another quick reminder, I will be posting articles on my blog. Some of them will be what I'm talking about on YouTube. Others might be different. And also there's the Ask Monica advice column available on the website now. It's just a way to get some insight, okay? It's just basically free advice. I'm not, an expert, and I don't claim to know everything, but the point is I'm not going to tell you what to do or how to do it. That's your own choice, your own actions, your own consequences. But hopefully what I'm aiming to do is to give you some insight that you can use, or to give you a different perspective that you can use, or a different approach that you can use to solve your problem, or to find the solution to whatever it is that you're dealing with, okay? So hopefully I will be seeing a lot of you there. Again, I'm looking forward to all your feedback here. Check out my blog and the advice column, and check back on my channel for other videos. Okay, thank you again, and bye for now. I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.